Pinc had a vision. So in 2019, we thought, what if? And we decided to open as a college. And we came to Manchester Museum with that idea, that question, what if?
We're on the top floor of Manchester Museum here at the University of Manchester. The top floor is an environmental action and social justice hub, but it is also extremely proudly the home of Pinc.
Pinc is helping make the world a more inclusive place. Hopefully helping not just us, but the world become more inclusive.
We are a creative college. Our CEO, Lisa, had the vision of ensuring that our students can learn in heritage buildings of a subject that they enjoy. And we do know that in mainstream schools, arts is the first to go. The creative sector, in terms of funding, that's what dropped first. So she wanted to bring that back. We've got the buy-in from our young people because they want to pursue art. They want that to be their qualification. And we're in these amazing buildings like the Manchester Museum. So again, we're already winning with our guys where they want to come in, they want to do art, and they want to achieve their qualification.
One of the reasons we're so interested in Pinc being here was because we were asking ourselves, how do we become the museum Manchester needs? And if you looked at what was happening in Manchester, if you looked at the state of the education system, if you looked at the lack of provision for neurodivergent learning of this age range, this is really needed, and had such interesting conversations with people around what does being in this context afford those young people, not just in terms of access to everything the museum has, but what would it mean to be based somewhere like this day in, day out? Imagine if you can build a sense of belonging in a place like this, and how that will equip people to navigate all sorts of worlds, art world included. And so one of the reasons I know from talking to the judges that we were awarded European Museum of the Year was because we absolutely opened up to become a space where everyone felt they belonged, not least Pinc students and families and teachers. That whole community.
He's only been at Pinc for about 6 months and it's changed his life completely. They've given him a place where he can just be himself. He doesn't have to mask, he doesn't have to fit in, and people value him just for being for who he is. So he's changed. I've got my son back.
So this museum is built on the idea that it's for everybody, and a big focus of us is fostering belonging and making sure that everyone who walks through the doors feels like this space and this collection is for them. And by working with Pinc, we really get to live that value. Those students that come in here, they come in here and they know that this is their space and they belong here, and that's only possible because of the amazing partnership that we have with Pinc.
Neurodivergent people have a lot more potential than society has enabled them to explore. And I think people from all ranges of ability have so much potential, but the problem is how they're taught. For me, I think what's important about Pinc's mission is it helps us unlock that knowledge and unlock that potential. It's the foundation in which my existing academic career is built. I certainly don't think I would have passed with first honours if I didn't go to Pinc initially.
We exist because mainstream education was unable to support our students to hit their aspirational goals. We really look at that individual student's needs when they come to us at Pinc College, and using our methodology, really using our values and our culture, we work as a team to make sure that that consistent education experience is absolutely right for them.
I feel like if I didn't have this opportunity, I would be kind of stuck, but I'm able to explore and take steps from here to actually go somewhere. It's really given me a stepping stone into what I'm going to do in the future, and it's really been inspirational for me.
So the relationship between Manchester Museum and Pinc College has been going since 2019. They're a real part of our community. We have 20 to 25 students based here Monday to Friday through term time. They come into the museum, they come up here on their own independently, and they're really part of the fabric of this museum. And the amazing thing is that they have access to the whole museum. So they get access to our collections, they work within our events, they volunteer, and they're really part of the whole museum.
I feel really inspired by things that are around me. I want to experience so many things.
When it comes to neurodivergence, environment is one of the most important aspects, and what Pinc offers is a unique and friendly environment. At Pinc Manchester Museum, you are studying above one of the best learning environments you could think of, because you've also got access to the museum itself. As artists, one of the most important things is having access to information, having access to references, and the generation of ideas. So you have this access to this wellspring of knowledge. What Pinc really provides that's really important is hope. There is hope for education, and there is hope for people who have neurodivergence.
We really believe that if you open up the museum to neurodivergent young people and build partnerships like the one that we've got with Pinc, you make the museum a better place, not only for those young people, but for everybody. That's something we've seen in spades since we started this partnership in 2019.
So our vision is to transform education for our students with individual needs, and the mission is to create a network of campuses that can support that. So that only happened, that vision and mission is only in place because of the door that Manchester Museum opened for us. And I think the biggest gift they have given us is that support to open more doors for our students, because there's nothing more powerful than going to speak to other partnerships and saying our flagship campus is at Manchester Museum, because it's iconic.
Having them here means we're so true to the original mission of this museum, and it shows what institutions like this can do when they open up. It shows what young people can do when you really support them and you surround them with beauty and expertise and opportunity. I just think every museum should have a Pinc.